sent videos, and he's like, "Oh my God, do something." Like it's some. I don't even remember everything that he said, but it just got me down on my knees crying. Like I literally was crying. Like I was stuck. All I could do was just scream. Literally. First thing I do, my man is concerned. What's going on? What's going on? I tell him what's up. He called 911 immediately. That's the right thing to do. Call 911. If you don't understand what I'm saying, call 911. I don't care who it is. Now, I live in Philadelphia, so 911 ain't coming right away.
Alright, what's up with it, y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video, right? And one of my supporters hit me up on my TikTok asking me, have I seen this video that's going viral where a young lady's sister went missing and she ended up getting 40 years. I don't know what the hell and how the hell this goes together, but hey, y'all already know that's what we're here for anyways, to check this out and see what's up. She sent it to me and I downloaded it and it came straight to my camera. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about this whole situation, and make sure I add all my social medias. Everything gonna be in the comment section: Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, second and third, all my YouTube channels, all that's gonna be down there. And make sure I add my other real estate channel. Well, it's really my lifestyle channel. Y'all gonna be seeing a lot of different things over there. It's called Life of a King. The link will be down there too. I'm gonna take y'all with me on vlogs and show y'all my real estate journey and different things like that too. But other than that, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this whole situation and see what's going on with it. I want to tell everybody out there, I appreciate y'all for being here, and I hope that everything is okay with you and your family, and I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life. And when I say that, I'm only talking to those who say it back to me in return, and to those who reciprocate the same energy back to me but can't type it out right now, something like that. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into this and see what the hell going on, because this title sounds crazy as hell.
On this day 2 years ago, my sister went missing, and in the midst of us looking for her, I felt some of the darkest things about her. February 5th is my sister's birthday today.
Yeah.
And it was her 21st birthday when this happened. Today she turned 23, I believe. And when I went to go take her out to dinner, get her hair done, just have a good birthday for her 21st birthday as a big sister should, right?
Yeah, right.
On this day, my sister wasn't answering her phone. She wasn't talking to nobody. She just was like in one of those zones where it's I'm dead to the world type shit. So as I'm concerned, I pulled up to my mom's house where she's staying, and she basically was crying as soon as I got there. Like, Dad, and then me and my big sister do these. My heart is like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What happened? Like that type of time. And she didn't really want to say anything to my mom. So I'm like, what is wrong? So I took us in my car. So I'm like, what, are you pregnant? Like, I'm thinking all this stuff. She's like, like she's crying. She just like not saying words though. So she's like, So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, do I need to take you to the doctors? Like, what's going on? So she's like, no, you need to go to the doctor. I'm like, so you on there? So she had panties in her hands, balled up panties in her hands. I'm like, did you have a miscarriage? Like, do I need to take you to the hospital?
Yeah.
So she's like, no. So now I'm concerned. Mind you, she got panties in his hand and sage in his hand. Why do you have sage? I don't know. She was going through a frantic. My sister get fried. So she was fried out her mind. You know how you get lost in your thoughts when you fried out your mind? That was her that day. Like, she was going zooted. I'm going to insert a picture of how she looked in my big seat. So I gave my big sister speech, tell her everything will be cool, whatever you're going through, pray about it. That takes time, because I'm a child of God, so I think God fixes all problems, and that's just what it is.
I feel that.
So then she says she's not pregnant. So I'm like, so what? Why? I'm confused. Now, my sister is very secretive. Like, nobody knows anything about this girl. She lives her life in a secret, okay? And there's a reason why. So after I had my speech with her, I'm like, all right, just go in the house, get washed up, and come back. We're going to go to the Dominicans, get your hair blow dried, and we're going to go out to dinner tonight, right?
Right.
So I was go pass. I called my mom, like, is Lee ready? She like, Lee in here. So she left. So that night she left her phone. She went missing. Nobody knew where she went, right?
Right.
You know, everybody know my sister has mental ill problems. Like, she needs to get 302. She needs her medication. Shit like that. But nobody in the family really take it serious. How they should.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, well, she said she So let's check the hospitals. So I'm calling the hospitals. They don't give you no information about nobody. So that was pointless. So I go to the hospital, see if I see her in like a waiting room, because in a Philadelphia hospital, you're not getting seen right away. So you might be in somebody's waiting area. Everything. She wasn't in the hospitals. So we riding around looking all over for her. Don't nobody know where she at. So that proceeds me to go through her phone. So as a big sister said, I'm going through her phone by myself, my mom not around. I'm going through her phone and I'm like, all right, let me see the last people she was in contact with. Maybe I could call them and see if they spoke to her. So it was this one guy she was in contact with. He was like, oh no, I haven't seen her in a couple days. Well, I was wrong. Mind you, my sister's 21 at this time. This man is like 30 something. So I'm thinking like maybe he got her, he kidnapped her or something. Like all this bad shit just going through my head, right? Alright, it's getting late now, so nobody heard from her or whatever. We waited around, rode around, looked for her, nothing. Went to like her closest friends. She really don't even have any, so it was nowhere to look, to be honest. So the next day rolled by. I'm like, Mom, did Lee ever come home? No, she never came home. So now we putting out a police missing person report, right? We did that, but because it wasn't 24 hours, really, it's like, alright, we gotta wait a couple more hours, and then the police will go out and look for her, whatever the case may be. Cool. So then I'm on my detective type shit. I'm all looking at her room, looking for clues, looking all over the room, right? Her room smells like piss. Like she been depressed in her room, pissing in the cup. Like her clothes is packed up like she finna run away. She got all her notebooks laid out on the bed. Her notebooks had secrets in there. It had all her passwords in there. So I'm like, yo, maybe she really went missing. So like, we really scared at this point, right?
Yeah.
So remember I told y'all she got mental issues. So we start calling like the mental hospitals to see like if she checked herself in or whatever like that. So she didn't check herself inside the mental hospitals, but then my mom found out that she was at Einstein Hospital. So what I do as a big sister, I go to Einstein Hospital. So they couldn't really give me no information. I didn't see her in the waiting room, so I'm like, maybe she admitted. So I just waited a couple hours to see like maybe she get discharged, maybe she'll like come around, you know. So someone told me just to like start going through her phone, like, parents, check your kids' phones, and I mean that. So because the hospital didn't give me no information, I'm just going through her phone trying to like get clues where she could fucking possibly be or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I went down a rabbit hole I should have never went down, but God was revealing it to me.
Hold on, y'all. So look, this video finna end. I'm finna go see if I can find like the rest of it or something like that. I only got like 5 or 6 minutes of this video right here, so give me a couple of seconds. Let me see if I can find like a part 2 to this or something here, that way we can go ahead and get some closure, because it's finna end and I would hate for it to end like this without knowing what the hell happened. So give me a second and I'll be right back. Alright, so look, I done found a couple of different people talking about it. You know, people gonna talk about these when they go viral and stuff like that, but anyway it go, you know, I found the part 2 to it, and I read a couple of comments and I'm getting mixed like reviews and signals from this. I don't know what the hell is going on with this. Somebody done went to jail here. Oh, she did go. I'm tripping. She went to jail, but they said we're gonna just watch it here before I've been done blew a blood vessel in my head trying to figure out what the hell going on. So let's go.
Everybody familiar with Telegram chats? Yeah, she was one of them. But it ain't no scam and it ain't no tricks or no pics or no none of that in it. What the was in there, you'll never ever want to see. Okay, this is part 2 of how my sister went missing and ended up doing 40 years. Okay, so let's rewind. So I'm going through her phone. I'm in a Telegram chat, and it's some deep, dark bitch, okay? Now let's go back. Before I even get into it, let's go back. January 26th is my man's birthday. Remember, this was all happening February 6th. So January 26th is my man's birthday. I asked her to babysit my daughter. Now, this is a fresh year. We don't really get out. I try to do something nice for my man. We don't really get no babysitters, because the village ain't villaging over here. Okay?
Yeah.
But who was willing to watch my baby? My sister, who I loved and trust with all my heart, right? Who I never would think would do some crazy, not to me, right? Now let's go back to what's in the messages.
Yeah, hey, y'all.
I told y'all she babysitting my kid, right? So I'm scrolling at her messages. I'm looking like, what the am I watching, child?
Oh no! What the hell?
No. But my curiosity got the best of me, and I'm just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling.
What the
I should
hell?
stop. So I'm just like, she's replying. Keep scrolling to see what she's talking about. Y'all, she saying some foul ass messages. Now I'm gonna put the full story time on YouTube, and it's gonna have everything on it. So make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I read a message that say, she got cameras, so I'm gonna have to take her upstairs. Take who upstairs?
Oh man.
So that just makes me go, look. What you talking about? So I go back to the day, January 26th, where she watched my child. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna take her upstairs or in the bathroom. I'm gonna do her dirty. I'm gonna send her to you. I got a niece and a nephew. We gonna make them do it while we do it with each other, and then we gonna switch them out and all this stuff. Man.
But you know what? Hold on. Before we move forward, I want to say it's kind of weird. You know, I'm not trying to. If you watch this, I'm not putting you down. It's just kind of crazy. I'm gonna just speak on my behalf. I'm gonna put it like that. If my family member, I don't give a damn who it is. If you got mental issues, you being fried, getting lit, getting zooted, doing drugs, whatever the case may be, you are not about to watch my child. I can love you until infinity. I can genuinely trust you with everything else, but my damn kids, knowing that you like this, I can't do it. But we don't know their dynamic. You feel me? She can, you know, overlook certain things and can tell certain things as well. But I do want to say she can have these little so-called mental issues or whatever the case may be, but she knew exactly what the hell she was doing, and she is carrying that lascivious spirit to actually want to do this with your own flesh, with any child, with your flesh and blood too. Like, come on, cuz she knew what she was doing, you know. And I sympathize with people who go through mental, you know, issues and things like that. But it's just crazy and sad to see that you can still genuinely love somebody and trust them, and they will do you like this. You know, it's just sad and unfortunate. But you got to understand and realize when a situation is presented to you, it's like for like mental health and stuff like that, you got to take heed to that. But like I said, we don't know their dynamic, and you know, it is what it is. It's just something that she probably just had to learn from. You know, I hate that she had to learn like this. Let's get back into it though.
Was dropped to my knees and scream.
I feel you.
So I'm just telling me keep scrolling up though. Like the guy was like, you gotta keep going, girl. You gotta keep going. And I kept going until there was videos that was unsent. Like she sent videos and he's like, oh my God, do something. Like it's some, I don't even remember everything he said, but it just got me down on my knees crying. Like I literally was crying. Like I was stuck. All I could do was just scream. Literally.
I feel you.
First thing I do, my man is concerned. What's going on? What's going on? I tell him what's up. He called 911 immediately. That's the right thing to do. Call 911. If you don't understand what I'm saying, call 911. I don't care who it is. Now I live in Philadelphia, so 911 ain't coming right away. We waited hours and hours. I called my mom. Your daughter's a Now me and my mom, we ain't on the best of terms. I ain't talked to my mom in years. I don't speak to her, none of that. But my mama came to my house in less than 5 minutes. By the time I got there, I just handed her the phone. I didn't have no words. Like I was like zoned out. Like I was so stuck. It's like tap. I could just, all I did was just like sit there like this. My mom's hugging me. I didn't feel a hug from my mom in so long. She's just like, I'm so sorry. And I'm just stuck, y'all. Like, I'm just zoned out. Like, everything, it's so much shit going through my head. Like, I couldn't even hear people. Like, it's at a point where I silenced everything around me. So we waited for the cops to come. Mind you, this happened at like 5 o'clock. The cops ain't come till like 9 o'clock. But right before they came, I was just done being in my thoughts. I grabbed put it on my mother side, got in my car, put that joint on my chair, and I was just about to drive to my mama's house. I just was going off her. Can't say it, but that's what was going through my head. But as soon as I turned out of my garage, guess who pulls out? The mother cops. Oh, Lord! Was the cops that day, because they saved me and they saved her.
Where's she at? What's going on?
Me and my big dad, I got 2 phones at this time, so I'm showing them all the stuff that I screen recorded on her phone. I mean, that I'm videotaped off of the phone that she had. I just was like, I couldn't explain what she done. I just had to show them for myself. Like, this is what she did. They're like, come down. We take this very serious. Come down to the police station. So I had to go down to DHS, and I'm telling you, they had me sitting there for hours. I'm like, are you gonna get her? She's gonna get away. She's a runaway. She's gonna get away. Are you gonna go get her or what? Because if it was up to me, she wasn't making it fast. They're like, yeah, we just gotta get some evidence. We just gotta get a little bit more before we just pick her up and grab her. Now, so they asked me all these questions. They show them the phone. They gotta leak the messages because Telegram chat is not something that you can just that cops can just pull messages from. They gotta have warrants and all this type stuff. So this was a long case.
It's deeper than that.
This was a long case. Like, so I waited there hours. I'm sleepy. I'm zoned out my mind. I'm telling you, my mind's not there. So they just got me sitting in this cold ass DHS office, and I'm just zoned out. Like, I don't know what to do at this point. Like, I want revenge. That's like, my heart is boiling because I want revenge, but I'm zoned out because I did somebody that I trusted and loved, that I was literally about to take out the day before to celebrate their 21st birthday, do this to me and mine? How could you? I felt betrayed. I felt like I was in a movie or some shit, y'all. So the cops finally realized where she was at. She checked herself into a mental facility where she belonged, because you out your motherfucking rabbit ass minds to do something to mine. But they couldn't arrest her just yet, so they said. They had to wait until the warrant. They had to wait till all this. So she's just inside of a mental facility. The cops don't want us to tell her that we know what she did because they don't want her to try to run away from the facility and stuff like that. So she's just in there thinking like she get 302. She's like calling family members saying that she needs this and she need this from the house. And family already know, but you. So nobody's really like catering to her needs. Like, no. Dead to the family at this point, right? TikTok, she SA'd my daughter, my 1-year-old daughter. So eventually they scoop her up and they take her downtown because that's where the feds is at. They take her downtown. She's just sitting there. So one day I get a call like, I'm sorry for what I done. This is blatant. I'm sorry for what I done. No crying, no tears, no, like she didn't have no feelings about it. Like she wasn't really sorry. Like it's like, she ain't sorry. She's saying that because the social worker, she ain't fucking sorry. That's how I realized she was very, very sick. Because how could you do such thing and then have the ability to call my phone just to say a blank ass, I'm sorry? I'm gonna do what I'm sorry. What's done is done. How are you attracted to a 1-year-old? I don't understand.
Don't make sense. Never will understand that.
1 year old at the time. Literally. So she sat for 2 years, and finally, the day I was coming back from my vacation, FBI texted me, yeah, your sister was sentenced 40 years in prison. And when she's gonna get out when she's 60-something years old. And although I feel guilty because, like, damn, I really the one who got you 40 years, but you really got yourself 40 years. So I don't feel that bad about it.
Shit, I wouldn't
you're a
care
sick
at all.
individual and you're right where you belong. Because some people in their families, they let this go on for decades and decades. But some told me at the start of my chest, I'm the chosen one. And I'm breaking generational curses within the family. And that's one, period. So thanks y'all for listening. I know the story might be all over the place, but thanks for listening.
Yeah, it was a little bit all over the place, but overall, I'm glad that she did, get the justice that she deserved. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I wouldn't give a damn who it is. You do something to my damn kids, I want the worst for you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. If you know me, you been working with me, man, I'm gonna keep it real. I want the worst for you. I don't give a damn. You doing something to my kid, and you better be glad I can't get a hold to you or do something to you. You feel me? And I don't even promote violence or nothing like that, but I'm not gonna let you do nothing to my kid and get away with it. I don't give a damn. But ultimately, I'm glad she got justice. I'm glad that that girl, got the 40 years. And I feel like that, shit, her mental issues wasn't too bad. They gave her 40 goddamn years. They didn't send her to no mental institution. They sent her to the penitentiary. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to find her name and post it somewhere, find a picture, something like that. That way we can find out who the hell this crazy fucker is. But I'm glad the baby is okay. I hope that this doesn't go through, her mind every damn day while she's growing up. But it's kind of easier said than done because situations like this are very, very traumatizing, you know what I'm saying? And that goes for the parents and the child. But ultimately, I done said what I had to say about this whole situation. If I can find news coverage or something like that over it, I will post it too. Or y'all already probably done seen it in the video. But that's all I got to say about this. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. All right.